Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
All right, here we go. Non-essential means having little or no importance.
I came to church here to the drive-in service with my family. We were in our vehicle the whole time, and then about over a month later, the police showed up at our house and my son came running inside. He's like, Mommy, the police are here. So I came out and the police officer informed me that he was serving me with papers. He didn't know what they were for.
Sorry to interrupt, but YouTube is trying to kill us. They've already demonetized us, and it's only a matter of time until we're off the platform completely. If you don't want to miss any of our content, go to rebelnews.com and subscribe. Okay, do it now. Catherine Krasnowski here for Rebel News with another Fight the Fines case that will make your blood boil. Sherry Lynn Vischer, mother of two, was following COVID regulations and still got served with a summons to appear in court. Sherry is going to tell us her crazy story. It's going to make you mad, but stay tuned until the end because we're going to give you a chance to help Sherry fight back through fightthefines.com. And we'll also get an update from our lawyer, Victoria Solomon.
I came to church here to the drive-in service with my family. We stayed in our vehicle. There was some people who were out, but we were in our vehicle the whole time. We could play it through our radio. And afterwards, I heard that there was complaints and I didn't hear anything. And then about over a month later, the police showed up at our house and my son came running inside. He's like, Mommy, the police are here. So I came out and the police officer informed me that he was serving me with papers. He didn't know what they were for. Yeah, so we got a summons for attending a service of more than 10 people.
Did you catch that? Sherry and her two boys were in the car with the windows sealed, listening to their pastor on the radio. There was no gathering unless you also count being stuck in traffic as a gathering.
Failing to comply with the continued section 7.0.2 order, no person shall organize or attend a gathering of more than 10 people for the purpose of a wedding, a funeral, or a religious service, rite, or ceremony. After the church service, I had seen online that people had posted pictures. Obviously, I knew it was my van. So I'm assuming that is how they got our information.
Sherry Lynn and her family got in trouble after going to a place that regular Rebel viewers know well, the Church of God in Aylmer, Ontario. The Church of God and the pastor Henry Hildebrandt have been at the forefront of fighting the tyrannical lockdown restrictions on places of worship in Ontario, and they pioneered the idea of drive-in church services, something the government of Ontario at first didn't allow and then came down hard on the church because of it. Eventually, the government reversed their ban on drive-in church services, but the vendetta against the Church of God and people like Sherry who go to the Church of God hasn't ended, though the ban has been rescinded.
We always felt welcome by just like people waving and saying goodbye to us from like a distance while we were leaving.
Are you going to be attending church in person and from now on?
Our church is open that we attend now, so we go to church there. But yeah, if our church were to close down again, we would come back.
I'm sitting here with Victoria Solomon, who's the legal coordinator that's managing our Fight the Fines cases. Victoria is in charge of managing the lawyers that are assigned to each case.
Well, Catherine, this is a person that went to church and never left her vehicle. She remained in her vehicle with her two sons. And this is what the lawyers that are taking care of this case are going to be speaking to the prosecutor about. They have a meeting scheduled next month with the Crown prosecutor. And at that meeting, they're going to ask the prosecutor to withdraw this summons based on the facts. And if the Crown won't agree to do that, they will proceed to trial.
The worst part about it is that they were following the rules. The rules are changing so fast, the enforcers don't even know what they are. How can normal people be expected to know them? But Sherry did.
I sat down with her legal team to review the law, and we saw that particular legislation that applies to her case and was changed, was amended I think 4 times in 1 month.
It boggles the mind.
It definitely does. And yeah, this is an issue in this pandemic. It definitely is.
If you don't already know, all the lawyers we use as part of the Fight the Fines program are provided at no cost to the people we help. They are paid directly through a registered Canadian charity, the Democracy Fund. That means that you're eligible for a tax credit to offset the cost of the donation, making helping people so much sweeter. The more cases we fight, the more we hold the government accountable. In Sherry Lynn's case, we're not arguing that the laws are unjust, we're only arguing that she didn't break them. They have a really, really good chance, but this case is just the tip of the iceberg. Please visit fightthefines.com to donate. Remember, you're going to get a tax credit from a registered Canadian charity, and you're going to make a difference. Keep helping us fight tyranny. For Rebel News, I'm Catherine Krasnowski. To help support these cases and hundreds of other cases just like it, go to fightthefines.com today.